Guys, shake it off. Get all the wiggles out.
Ding-a-ling, ding-a-ling, ding-a-ling. Is that my dad? Walgreens Pharmacy. Decline. Oh no, I got a refill.
Alright guys, good evening. Welcome to Gamechat and Chill. I'm Eric. This is
Shane. How's it going?
we got
Deranged Dave.
Deranged Dave. Alright, so we're gonna start off with the Broken Controller Club. If you guys don't know what that is, if you want to join it, all you gotta do is stop by and leave a comment on any one of the videos throughout the week, and whenever I go through them, I check it out who's there and I write it down, and then you get a shout out. So if you want to be part of the Broken Controllers Club, that's what you gotta do. And Tommy G's #1 on it for today, for this week. He's one of the first ones to leave a comment. Jacob Klein, how's it going? Thanks for stopping by. Bike Tripping with Brian, making a comment on the beard. Check that bad boy out. He's like, man, that thing's gotten big. And then Michael Miller. Yeah, it's already brushed out, but I didn't do the beard thing. What do you call it? The heater thing? The straight. I haven't done the straightener yet. But anyways,
Hey.
it's getting there. Tiffany wants it gone, but I think I'm going to keep on growing it. We'll see. If you guys want me to keep growing it, write it down in the comments. If you want me to shave it off, write it down in the comments. So we're going to start off in the news after we started off in the Broken Controller Club, because I'm just being silly right now. So in the latest news, we got PlayStation facing legal actions for overpriced digital games. Did you guys hear about that?
No.
No?
Yeah, I didn't either.
What's it about?
I don't know. This is news to me. Apparently, people are mad because of whatever games are releasing are too expensive.
They are pricey. I mean, on average, let alone if, it's one thing if you get a regular game and you get, say, you go to Walmart. But then say if you don't, like I have PS5 and it has where you can play the disc, not just the digital. But then you go digital, it's like, well, do you want to get the standard game or are you going to get the digital edition and, get some DLC or season pass or whatever? And it's I understand microtransactions and stuff like that. I mean, of course, you get what you pay for, you get some extra stuff, but it is pricey. It ain't like way back when where, we went to Hollywood Video or GameStop or whatever and rented and, different things. You're forking out at least, $30 to $50.
And even back then it was...
Yeah, unfortunately, with
even the Battle Pass is $20.
They're pushing more digital.
It's
It's also control of over the price factor, because you don't have the outside, like going to the store where they mark stuff down or stuff gets dropped because it's been out for a while. You don't have that option if they're only putting stuff digitally.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's Sony putting their own stuff out there. So it's like, oh, why is this more expensive? It's like...
Well, it's crazy because even say like a game, say like with Call of Duty now, they got the Ninja Turtles event. Say if you want to get just one of the turtles, that's like at least $20.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Just for just an added content, that's a lot of money. I mean, that's like
just to look like a Ninja Turtle.
1/3 of an actual game, and it's just for something like that. It's like
that's why I don't do that crap.
It'd be nice
if buy the Ninja Turtle games that are out there for $20. Then
I mean, it's nice if they had like unlocks instead. I understand, they're doing it for money, but it'd be nice if instead of so much focus off the money where if you were paying that much for games, stuff like that would make it an unlock that if you do these different milestones, like which they already have to unlock things, then you get this other stuff. You have the event, you get to the certain point, you can unlock it, but even that, you got to pay for that too before you can even do it to unlock it, or they have the premium part. It's just like too much.
Activision became EA. Basically, is what Activision. That's an Activision thing.
But I think that's one of the fun things. How like when we're playing these games, you have these multiplayer games, especially where that's like the whole format where you have this stuff versus where you have a game, CD, disc, you pop it in, you play the game.
Yeah,
you enjoy the game. It's like movies. Like, isn't it weird with media how everything's kind of different how it used to be?
Yeah.
But anyway, not to go off course.
Yeah, so
they are more expensive. That's for sure.
Yeah, I mean the average price for a brand new game is $70 and all the way up to 120 or something like that.
Now, for me, there are certain games I'm willing to pay that because I know what I'm getting. It ain't like before where like you spend $40. You may like it, may not. And it's like any big thing, but I mean you want to know what you're getting if you're spending that much buck.
And then usually like the remasters or digital. My dad always called them baby games. Like the indie games or. Yeah. He always call them baby. Usually those are between the $30 and $40 mark when they come out, which ain't bad for what they are. I mean, I like some of the remasters. I'll pay that much for a remaster, like the Disney collection.
Yeah,
that's $20.
Yeah.
Down the road I'll get that at some point.
Here's a question: what's the difference between the actual video game, say if they have a version of Uno or Monopoly, than actually getting the board game of Monopoly? Or
Yeah, I
Uno?
know. I just think it's the next best thing. Like,
it's like
you cannot get anybody to do board games these days.
it's like and that's why here's how we're talking about this. We should do something with board games.
I just bought Dominoes last year and I still haven't played them.
Let's break it out. Checkers.
Yeah, maybe we'll do a live stream of Dominoes. Who knows?
Hey, this is what this is.
It's
Anyone know what Dominoes is?
There was a game.
Here we go.
I can't remember what it's called. There was a game they used to play a lot on Sega Master System, but it was basically a Chinese game, like whatever. Not their Dominoes, but it's like that kind of game where you got to match. You got to match. You got to match.
Oh, is it Mahjong?
Yeah, you got to. Yeah,
yeah.
you got to match the pieces and
Symbols
take them
and
off,
shapes.
and then you got to get other stuff.
It's
Used to
fun.
play that thing all the time. It was on Sega Master System.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I get that kind of stuff.
That's
It's just,
cool.
but
That's
it's
cool.
like, especially when you don't have that kind of stuff available normally.
Mm-hmm. But then that'd be amazing if you actually were to go somewhere. Tell me, I'm going to challenge each of you or anybody out there if this happens. That if you go somewhere and you see someone actually with cards actually playing solitaire, I want to know about it.
Is it on a computer or something else?
No, an actual cards
Yeah,
playing
exactly.
solitaire.
Instead of
Oh wait, I have more of the information here. It says from the Adult Consumer Foundation named Massa. I can't read my writing. Massachade and Consumant is suing Sony for overpricing their digital PS titles by 47% versus their physical titles. So that's what it's about.
Mm-hmm.
especially when they're only
Right.
pushing digital. Yeah, they're pushing digital a lot more than physical now at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Look at what the Walmart's removed.
Well, they're trying to phase it out.
Yeah, Walmart's phasing out most of the physical stuff.
Yeah, and it's too bad.
Best Buy
because
did that too. So
They're controlling the market that way.
Yeah. And then there's not something else.
Because there's nothing wrong with getting physical. I mean, you can go on and download the extra content, whatever.
I just heard about. I think Sega has moved
Dun dun dun.
to an all digital platform that you can stream the service.
Like Netflix.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're the first ones to come out with it, Sega.
yeah,
So maybe that was the big announcement.
yeah, they tried doing that.
But
Game
how
changer.
are you going to play it? With what?
Subscription.
Is it going to be the backbone? Is it going to be, you know what I'm
It's
saying?
gonna probably be a subscription.
Have a
like
console,
Xbox.
you have to pay, and
EA,
But
EA's
yeah,
got their pass.
It's a monthly subscription, and you get to play the Sega games,
Stuff.
Sega stuff.
Just like streaming.
Yeah,
You pay
it's
this.
just like
yeah,
streaming
EA,
Netflix.
EA does
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I just read that somewhere recently. But anyways, so yeah, what do you guys? Okay, she's gonna drop off the dip in 30 minutes. Anyways, so yeah, I mean it sucks. I still like the physical copies, everything. I don't like this digital crap, even though we do have to worry about the plastic rot that's coming out, like Warner Brothers. All the Warner Brother titles, original ones, they're starting to go through
Yeah,
right
it's
now.
from certain years. There's
Yeah,
Just like
2005
Nintendo.
or
the first wave of
2009
the
or-
plastic
yeah.
rot DVDs are starting to fade away.
You're not working.
They're starting to not work because the plastic is breaking down and it's turning, instead of clear, it's breaking down, which means it's turning cloudy.
So it ain't even getting yellow like the Nintendo. It's actually breaking down.
Yeah, it's breaking down. It's just turning cloudy, and then you can't read.
The desk
You can't,
anymore.
yeah, because the whole plastic is rotting. But anyways,
Hmm.
so yeah, that sucks. PS5 gamers hyped over exclusive Batman game from Arkham Developers. Leaked lunatic Igneous is also claiming that the game could be a PS exclusive, and it was inspired by Batman Beyond, and will not talk about the
Excuse me.
animator style, but will branch new trilogy. So another game's coming out. It's going to branch another trilogy of the Batman franchise. It's going to be similar to
Sweet.
the Batman Beyond.
Okay.
I don't
I'd
remember.
be okay with it as actually the same level of Rocksteady before. If it was somebody making it like that. What Rocksteady did with the original stuff, and not what they turned their company into.
Because I don't remember that Batman
It's
Beyond.
like all black
Yeah,
and
it
blue.
was,
Did you play
it was
Yeah.
an animated series in the late 90s, early 2000s.
Oh yeah, I love that one.
Yeah.
With the one.
Yeah, the future.
The chick, Mr. J, that chick.
No,
No, that's the animated.
that was
That was the Fox.
90s.
That was the Fox
Yeah.
one. I used to watch
Yeah.
that.
Oh yeah, the
Spider-Man.
90s one. The Batman Beyond was extending that, where Bruce Wayne is like
Is
really
he
old,
older?
50
Okay,
years
yeah,
later,
yep.
and then Terry's teenager. His
I
dad
remember
gets
that one.
killed.
That came out later.
And
or
he has
something.
the suit and everything like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
That show's awesome.
Yeah, I remember that one. So that's going to be the style of the game, which is, I guess, it's okay. It's almost like that Cup game you're talking about, Cuphead.
Yeah.
The animated drawing.
Well, it'd have to do something like that because wasn't it in the one where he was killed? I mean, he came back and Ra's al Ghul stuff, but
so some of this is real and some of this is rumor.
That was with Gotham Knights.
So talks of Spider-Man Wolverine action series. I googled it and I found 3 different sources that were talking about it. No.
What do you mean, like a TV show or
yeah, like a
cartoon
TV show,
Animated series?
an animated series where they work together.
Mm-hmm.
That they were doing in the comics.
Yeah.
They team up and work together.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so maybe that's what it'll be based off of. Because I looked it up and I found it in 3 different things that I was looking at.
Well, that was one of
looking
the
through.
cool things that.
So I mean, it could be fake, but who knows?
I mean, what they used to have in comics, where all of a sudden you have an issue where Spider-Man's with Deathlock, or you have Wolverine with X-Force.
Yeah, because I'm trying to remember, and I like when I was reading the comics, I don't remember that happening. I remember just they're separate comics.
I mean, you had your teens, but then you had
I remember
separate appearances.
Didn't mean they did a comic like that, but they would.
I'm trying to think who the heck teamed up when I was reading. I don't remember. I remember some of the comic books I was reading. There's a couple of people that teamed up together, but I was reading like Ghost Rider. I was reading Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man,
Spectacular Spider-Man.
No, Amazing Spider-Man.
Well, there's
I'm
a
just
few of them. They all Amazing Spider-Man, Sensational Spider-Man,
Uncanny.
Spectacular Spider-Man.
Yeah.
That's all.
I liked
stuff,
I liked the Amazing Spider-Man ones.
They're all
I
connected.
started
Those are the
getting
ones that are all
into them.
connected.
And then
It's a way to put out more Spider-Man.
yeah.
I like those the series that have like the War of the
And
Rose.
back then, that was the
Kingpin.
coolest thing was Spider-Man 2000. That was like, oh my
2099
gosh,
or
2000, yeah,
Those
whatever
weird
that
ones
was,
that
yeah.
come down in his face.
Yeah, Miguel there,
He was
or whatever
blind.
his last name.
But yeah, I don't remember anybody. I don't remember them two teaming up. But anyway, it could be. I'll have to do some more Google and figure that
Cool.
out. Let's see. God of War remasters are rumored to be announced this month. Have you guys heard anything about that? I think they have for PS5 the originals. I think
The originals, like
think.
the actual remaster, like not just taking the ones that they already have and just
They've
put
been
them
doing
on.
a lot of
Yeah,
remaster
yeah.
of
I don't know. That's what it says is just rumored.
I mean, that's fine that you can play old school stuff, but more companies need to be able to.
Remasters, whatever that
Yeah.
means.
Well, remasters are different than like remakes too. On top of that, like
Yes.
if it's like,
Just playing on a PS5 instead
You're
of
just making it more shiny.
yeah, I don't have a problem with.
it's still the same game. It's
Yeah.
just
It's
polished
like
up.
what
like-
they did with the PSP versions. They made it more shiny and put it on the PS3.
Sometimes they may put some extra stuff that would have been original, but it wasn't in there, and they put it in the secret level or something. Depends.
So there was a rumor, but I think I found out otherwise.
Dwayne Johnson is Kratos.
The new rumor was there was supposed Roseanne was going to make a announcement, so everybody's getting excited.
New
There's
series.
going to be a new series, and then come to find out, and this because I listen to her podcast sometimes, so I know a little bit about her, what she's doing right now, and she was told to keep her mouth shut basically, so that way she can still get royalties for her show. Otherwise, if she didn't keep her mouth shut, then she wasn't going to receive royalties from the show anymore.
Should you get royalties
I
no
don't know.
matter what?
The
Well, did they
contract.
say something?
That's
Right.
what that's what she was threatened. So
Yeah.
Well, that's going
Well,
to court.
so-
and
so if
them
you-
losing real
I
quick.
mean,
if you pay attention to her Facebook profile, it's ran by the kid in the series. Like, well, and he right now what the announcement was with him, everything has been high def digitalized. The whole entire Roseanne series, all 10 seasons.
Big Bang
or
Theory?
whatever.
No.
What's that?
No.
So like it looks better. Like when you watch the originals compared to how they digitally remastered it, it's
Yeah.
insane. But he's promoting it. So I'm sitting there, I was gonna message him like, so why are you promoting it and not Roseanne?
Mm-hmm.
Because he's woke, because he's part of that crowd.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because he was on the other show that she got fired from. So that's probably he's running it because she's supposed to keep her mouth shut.
Right. I was just
Kinda
thinking of
thing.
like her daughter and who she dated. I thought it was a Big Bang character.
But I was getting excited for a couple weeks because I thought she was gonna announce a new TV series.
Hmm.
Because there was another rumor too about her and Tim Tillman Taylor doing something.
Tim Allen? He's in the new
But
series.
yeah,
too.
he's in a new series, so I think that rumor got shut down. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater announcement to be announced March 4th, 2025. It is now March 8th, so you can see this was old news.
No.
But it's 3,
Relevant.
4, and 5.
3 and 4, and they took away career mode. It's from what I heard.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Career mode's not.
It's only 3 and 4. I thought it was 3, 4, and
I think
5.
it's 3 and 4. I think.
Oh,
Trailer wise,
well, that's dumb. Why would they take away
they
career
took
mode?
career mode out of it.
Why?
Good question.
Dun, dun,
Good
dun.
question.
We need answers. Wait, state of play announcement. Oh crap! I forgot to write
PlayStation,
down.
huh? What's up with that?
Yeah, what the heck is state of play? Anybody know what that is yet?
Yeah, it's their when they announce new stuff and show off instead of doing like press conferences and stuff. It's how Sony shows their stuff online.
Okay, because
like
I've been hearing
thing.
all about that. But
Yeah, Pro Skater 3 and 4.
3, 4. Okay.
And yeah, I heard that career mode is nixed on that. Was what people.
Oh,
were
they
saying
took
online.
Bam out of it too. Viva La Bam, he's gone.
Probably.
He's not too happy about it right now. I seen he was ranting that he's not in the game anymore as a playable character.
They probably didn't want to pay him anything.
Yeah, that's probably why.
Years of play. I haven't got one after year 5.
Forza Horizon 5 on PlayStation 5?
Yeah, that's. Yeah,
Anybody interested?
Sure.
No, I didn't.
It's up there on the pre-order charts and all that stuff.
I didn't
Right
get
there.
into the Forza. It's too slow for me.
Well, the Forza Horizon's open world.
Is it?
They put it in different environments.
Oh yeah, that's the one I wanted to get. Ah.
Yeah, Forza. The regular ones are like Gran Turismo.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
think.
I don't
But
really
the
care for
Horizon's like different ones. They put them in
That's the
different
open
real
world,
world
yep.
locations.
That's the one I did want, but I didn't get because it was too
with
expensive.
real cars and stuff. So yeah, they're on the top. I think they're on top of the charts on PlayStation right now for that game, and digitally.
Yeah, which is cool because that's the Xbox exclusive.
Yeah, that's an Xbox, Microsoft. Yeah,
Yeah.
Forza is one of their bigger franchises, where they split off into two different separate things. Forza Horizon, which is the open world stuff, and then their motorsport. Forza, with its like track based stuff that's like realistic, like they have like Gran Turismo.
And this is something you guys were just talking about earlier, which this makes me mad. This infuriates me. I have to wait this long. Terminator
September
2D, No Fate, arcade style side scroller comes out September 5th, 2025. It looks freaking amazing.
Yeah,
I'm just
Definitely
mad
gonna get
because I have to wait that long.
Yeah.
This is dumb. It's only March.
6 months.
Yeah, 6 months. 6.5 months. That's nuts. I'm not happy about that.
Dry roasted.
We'll have to figure out how to get a cheat code or something. So now we're at the new PlayStation Plus monthly games. We've already tested some. me and Shane here.
Oh yeah.
The new PlayStation games for the month came out. Was Dragon Age, the Veilguard, which originally I thought it was dumb because like I didn't really get into the Dragon Age franchise, but then I looked at it when I checked in the PlayStation store and I found out that's the one I wanted. Remember I told you like a year ago before it came out that I wanted to get that because it looked cool.
Yeah, I was
But it
big
was
into
just
it
too much
'cause
money.
of, the
Yeah.
Inquisition, the sequel. Yeah, it's a good game.
So you played it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Haven't
So-
conquered it yet. I'm near the end.
All right. So then that'd be an episode that we could do later.
Okay, sure.
On Game Chat. All right, so yeah, like now I got it for free, so that's awesome. But right now we've been digging into the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Cowabunga collection.
Absolutely.
And we already beat the same thing me and Dave already beat, which is the fourth one.
Yeah, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles
Shredder Time?
or
Turtles of Time.
Super Nintendo version. Yeah.
Yeah, but we beat the Cowabunga collection, and we did the same thing. Didn't we have to beat Shredder twice at the end?
Yes.
Yeah, because we couldn't
Well,
do it
it's
the
two
first time.
stages where it goes.
I think me and you
yeah.
did that too, didn't we? We died the first time we tried playing the Shredder.
Well, you had to keep continuing when we were fighting them or whatever.
Yeah.
Until the very end. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was kind of that Shredder was hard. I remember me and you were playing the Shredder. And we kept dying. But when me and him played it, it seemed like it didn't take as long. It literally took 2 minutes to kill him. But when me and you did it,
Yeah, that sequence when you,
I kept
like,
dying,
Yeah.
he'll like.
and
flame
I was
up
getting mad because I
whatever.
couldn't figure out how to hit him
Yeah.
because he kept on doing electricity and zipping all over the place.
Yeah.
And
You got to time out to what his reactions.
yeah,
are.
so he ended up figuring out how to do it, how to beat him, and then once we started doing what he said to do, then we were able to get it. But so yeah, the other game that came out was a Sonic game. Sonic Colors.
Yep.
I don't know if I played that. Did that came out on the Wii U probably, right?
No, that was something they made. What?
Do you know what it is?
Something like
Is it?
I haven't played yet. I was gonna play it with my son or daughter, one of them.
Yeah. So I
Haven't got
don't
to
know
it
anything
yet.
about it yet. I haven't checked it out.
It looked fun though.
So yeah, that's
Checking it out.
so that's this month's games. Hopefully, you'll see some videos of that coming out at some point. I mean, you'll see the Cowabunga collection video coming out because I think I actually have it uploaded, but uploaded and scheduled. I think.
Yeah,
And I
I
made
made
it-
to that because we just watched the Plankton movie last night because it just came out yesterday.
Really?
Yeah, Netflix.
Is it live action?
No, it's a
Oh.
movie from SpongeBob.
Oh.
Sorry, it's just because it's mentioning playing the game with kids.
Another good news. You guys will like this. X-Men '97 season 2 is being made currently right now, and then season 3 scripts are amazing. And there is a X-Men feature in development right now. So another X-Men movie.
It's always exciting. Well, they're going to be going that way. Yeah.
And this is coming from Brad Winderbeam. He's the head of TV and streaming for whoever that company is that's doing that. So the X-Men '97 season's already being made, so it's being filmed, it's being recorded, blah blah blah. And then he said he's just seen the scripts for the season 3, and he says it's looking great. Of course, he's probably going to say that because everybody wants to do that to push their stuff. But we'll see. I mean, I still haven't seen the first one yet, though. I still got to watch that. Have you watched it?
Yeah, it's good.
Okay. How long is it? Would it take me to watch it?
I can't remember how many episodes there are. I can't remember.
What do you watch it on? What kind of platform?
It's Disney Plus.
Oh, I don't have Disney Plus. All right, so there's that. Let's see what we got here. So yeah, it's another. I'm going to keep announcing it. I'm be coming out with another podcast. It's a different style podcast than what we do here. It's going to be a little bit more of a walkthrough / diss or like or whatever. What do you whatever you want to call it. It's going to be like basically like a walkthrough, and then we're going to chat about what we liked and didn't like, and just a game discussion. It's going to be called Game Chat, and that'll be coming out. We're going to talk about the games we've all played. It'll be one-on-one normally. Me and you, me and Shane, whatever games we've beaten or played or not beaten, almost beaten, whatever. And so that'll be coming out here pretty soon. We'll start doing that. We'll start doing that whenever people have time. Maybe we'll have to throw that in on a Wednesday or something. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're not busy on a Wednesday night, somebody come over. Shoot, after I start getting them written, because I've already got the start of Sunset Riders. This doesn't have to be the first one.
Yeah.
This is just the first one I started writing
Yeah.
the podcast out on. The next one I plan on writing out is the Ninja Turtle one that me and you just beat. So that way you get both you guys in here. That'd be a good time. And then I plan on at the end of it probably throwing in a scripture of some sort. Just something to encourage people with at the end of it or whatever.
Absolutely.
So there's a couple similar things to this, but where we can get into more of the meat and potatoes of playing that particular game.
Yeah.
Whereas this, we're trying to hurry up and get through everything to get to the next segment. This one's going to be, we're going to take our time. We're going to discuss everything that we can remember about that game, and then just have a good time doing it.
The juice locker.
And so that's in the works. Man, I gotta stop trying to write this stuff at 12 o'clock at night. Let's see here.
Pardon me.
Okay, what is this one? Is this a game that I made up here? Okay, yeah. So here's a question for you guys. So, if you guys were to introduce a gaming console to somebody, let's see which one should we pick? You want to pick a retro one, and you can pick like a PS4, PS5 ish console. Yeah. So if you're going to be introducing a console to somebody, what is going to be? So if you're able to talk somebody into getting a console, what is going to be the must own game to get with that system?
Ooh.
So you'll go with PS3 to PS5, and then you can come up with something earlier than that. I didn't even write anything down, so now I'm gonna have to think. Yep. So if you had one chance, what's it gonna be? This is one of the things I wanted to give you guys a heads up on, but also I didn't because I wanted it to be more spontaneous.
I mean, there's systems I bought because of certain games.
Yeah, that's
over
what I'm
the years
saying.
later
So like
on.
if I'm going to the store with you and you're like, oh, you got to get this Sega Master System and this is the game that you got to play because it is the greatest game that's ever been out there, ever been made. Like a starter game, like a starter game
Excuse me,
in
gosh.
console.
I can tell you one game that got me to, when I saw the commercial, that got me to buy, besides the other stuff I saw that was coming out for it originally, that got me to buy it, was Gears of War for Xbox 360. When that they first showed
the first one.
Yeah, they showed the first TV commercial with in-game footage, for the trailer with the song and him, but it's like in-game engine stuff, and it made me want to buy it. It made me want to buy the system.
Yeah, because there's a lot of people on YouTube that say that too, that use that as the first game to introduce them back into like the gaming era.
Yeah, that's like that made me want to buy a 360.
Yeah, that game made them want to buy it.
And then stuff I heard about, like in reading their magazine and different stuff I heard about. The other one would be the original Mass Effect before that even came out, because BioWare made one of my all-time favorite games, Star Wars: Knights of the Old Republic, that was on the original Xbox. But hearing what they were doing with Mass Effect and then seeing a trailer for that was another reason why I wanted to get a 360. But Gears of War is probably the one that made me want to get an Xbox 360, and that's basically what I did.
That's cool.
So what? PlayStation 3 for me?
It doesn't matter.
Maybe any system
yeah,
you pick up.
PS3 to PS5.
Wow, oops, the chair.
Yeah, it's that. Oh, yeah. I gotta wood glue it back together. This is.
Yeah, he's leaning. Like,
Tiffany
Yeah, it's because of the size.
bought this whole set for $10 at the Goodwill.
Sweet.
It's okay. So my choice in why I'm gonna say Red Dead Redemption.
Ooh.
The reason why, and I don't want to say that just because I like.
Yeah, but wait.
For PS3?
For PS3?
Yes.
Was it Revolver?
Not the second
Not
one.
No.
Redemption.
Redemption's
No.
the second,
first
actually
one.
second open world though.
Yes,
Red Dead
but that's why
Yeah,
open
but-
world
I thought
story.
Red Dead Revolver came out before it.
Yeah, that was something that Rockstar bought. That wasn't an open world game. That was on original Xbox and PlayStation 2.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was going PlayStation 3.
Because I have that for PS3.
Yeah.
So again, the reason why picking that is because of like what Dave mentions, because of open world, but also because of the action adventure aspect and the characters.
John Marston's
So there's
awesome. I love John Marston, main character.
Yep. I mean, after getting that, I mean, I would have got. Well, I probably still would have got Red Dead Redemption 2 later on.
Yeah.
But that's what Again, that's what the draw is for me. But I think because there's so many.
Red Dead Redemption
There's
came out on
notables.
PS3?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. That was
The
Red
first
Dead
one.
Redemption. Yeah, that was the one.
The
that
first
came
one,
out
not the
PS3.
sequel.
Oh, I was thinking it came out on PS4. So
No,
the second
they-
one came out on
Red Dead
PS4.
Redemption
Yeah,
Two.
second,
Right.
came out.
Yeah, I was
the
confused.
prequel. Yeah,
I was
prequel.
confused on the consoles.
Prequel to the Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah.
Basically.
Because in the second one, actually, the character that's in the first one, that's before that.
Yeah, it's the
Before that.
gang. What
Yeah.
happens with the
Yep.
gang before that you're hunting down in the
Yep.
first game.
Okay, I'm thinking of two consoles. So if you guys have another console in the backup or another game that you can think of, go ahead and say it. Because I'm thinking of two consoles and two games. I'm gonna go kind of in the middle. Want me to go while you guys
I'd
think?
say
Yeah.
Nintendo
Alright.
with Mario.
Oh,
It's
Nintendo Mario? Yeah.
Because little, that's where it all started.
That-
I mean,
that's-
it was basic.
Yeah,
It was in the Sears
the-
catalog.
that's kind of similar to like
Waiting
Atari and
for it.
Pong.
Advertisement. You'd have it's this. You remember those? I think even Paul Rudd did a commercial. Was he the Power Glove commercial? I'm trying to think of these actors now that
I don't remember who
They
that
had
was.
the-
Yeah,
I just remember the commercial.
Like,
Power
wow.
Glove. Yeah, Power Glove.
I remember the scene there with the drive-in
lightning.
theater or whatever. The lightning.
Holding
Yeah.
up the hand.
Yeah, but because then you can, I mean, you could really rack the brain about it. But I'd say where the first game I saw was that combo with Mario and Duck Hunt, and that's where it started. And you had to have it. Everybody was getting it. It was, that was a cool thing, but it was a fun game and everybody played it.
Yeah, that's what we started with.
Other than arcade,
I mean,
that was a console.
We
that
had
you
the
first,
Atari, but then I ended up selling
Yeah,
it, and then
it's the big thing.
but the family console was the Nintendo with Mario Brothers.
Yep. Yep.
Anything another one? Want me to go?
Well, I can think of another one because of how popular it was and how much I loved it, and then all fighting games were based on that. I don't care what they say, 3D or whatever, where you have a mixed roster of different characters in Street Fighter 2. That made me want to, because how much I was playing in the arcade at the time, and then when they brought out the Super Nintendo, and it was coming out for Super Nintendo, that made me want to get a Super Nintendo. Because I already had a Genesis and all that stuff. There's a ton of great games on Super Nintendo, but that made me want to get it, where I was going up to Video Fantasy as a kid, riding my bike and renting a Super Nintendo so I could play the game, and it annoyed my mom so much, and she already had it for me for Christmas. It was like months before. She was like, "Here," they gave me instead of me going up and renting the system like every weekend when I wasn't having school going on.
I gotta try that trick with
just so I could play Street Fighter 2, and that that's still tied for my all-time favorite game, Championship Edition, but Street Fighter 2 in general, because it was like arcade. It's like almost arcade perfect at the time. It seemed like, okay, it's on Super Nintendo, and you're like, okay, I don't have to go up to play an arcade. I can play.
Yeah, that was huge. Instead of going to the bowling alley or
Charcoal Corral around here, you had to ride. I had to try to ride my bike up there, go up there.
Yeah.
I wasn't old enough to drive.
The home entertainment system.
Tell me if I'm wrong. Do you guys remember Charcoal Corral being open in the wintertime?
In the wintertime, I don't know.
Because I have a memory of back in like 1996.
They would be open a little bit earlier and later. It just depends.
I just don't remember what time of year it was. But it was. I mean, I remember it was winter time, but I don't remember the exact.
Might have been late because I know there's certain places
because there was snow.
It might have been real. It might have been real early.
There was snow everywhere. I was still in school.
That's
and my cousin's ex-husband came picked me up and wanted to hang out, and we went to
Maybe in the corral style. Yeah, they may have been still
the corral and played arcade games in that room there.
Yeah.
But anyways, that was a sidetrack. So
it's cool though.
So with me, I have a couple.
Okay.
If you guys have known me for quite a while, then you know that I love God of War. So I would have to go with the PS2. Okay, Dave, you gotta go to the store. I want you to get this PS2, but here's the game I want you to get. I want you to get God of War. Because that's what ignited all the beat 'em or hack and slashes for me right there. Was that game God of War? That's the one I would pick for somebody to beat.
I remember the first time that you introduced me to that game and just trying it out and just with the swing the chains around and all that. It's just like, wow. I mean, especially how they developed care later on, because then you get the extra combo stuff. But I have to admit, because I've always liked the open world stuff, but I think I'm not big into Greek mythology and different things. But at the same time, it was pretty interesting how those environments are made and what they did in the story. It was just like that was. Cool.
I don't care about all that mythology crap. I just like the storyline.
Right.
To me, it's just
but to me, that has a lot of backing. Other than it's a story, character, and all that stuff. But that was big. It's weird because it's weird how they can make games, because sometimes you don't know how it's going to go, but it seemed pretty steady through that. Because I know, like Prince of Persia, like you could have one, it's like, wow, that's pretty cool. Then the second one, it goes dark, and then they go back to this, and it's just weird sometimes. How
they try to figure out.
But that's constant. It's just the story has been solid.
It's because they're trying to feel out what the consumers want.
Yes,
they're just trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
And then once they get it, then they just cut and paste.
Well, everybody else tried to copy. Like even when I brought up Street Fighter 2, everybody tried copying them afterwards. That's why you have the rosters you do, and people added onto it and did different things, and they went 3D. But they actually literally, I think back in the day, Capcom sued a company because they made a game too close to it with the character. Even the character designs that they made was too close to the Street Fighter characters.
Yeah,
their characters. I think it was Fighter's History or whatever. Yeah, it was an arcade game, and they had a mixed roster, and people want to copy and paste. Oh, this is popular now, and it just blew up everything. It's like, they can blow up everything with those kind of games, like you said, God of War and stuff like that. There's other games that kind of like that.
I don't know if Tiffany and the kids are here, but Tiffany's here. So the other one, I'm going to say it quick before they get in there and disrupt us. The other one would be Xbox, the original, and then I'd have to go with Burnout Revenge, or one of the Burnout games.
Cool.
And that would be my console to announce. Oh, Tiffany's here. Let's have to edit this part out. Oh, maybe not. There you go. 34 mark. I have to remember that. Well, maybe I won't have to edit that out. Anyways, there you go. You guys want some? We have more carrots in the fridge too. There's more bags too, so
cool.
eat them up.
Sure.
You guys want to take a 5-minute break or something so you can eat, or you want to keep going?
I can keep going if you want.
That doesn't matter to me.
Just let me finish this and we can keep going.
Okay. What is that?
She had everything but this.
So now they're coming back home?
Yes. You're gonna meet her in Geneseo.
Oh, that sucks. Well, here's what it is. Are they mad?
Yeah, because they wanted to stay till tomorrow.
Well, it'll teach them to
And I
be
told
responsible.
her to triple check and make sure she had everything. She
I
grabbed
know.
her sight, grabbed the info, but didn't grab her reservoir.
Yeah. She'll
And I
learn.
even told her grab a pen for a backup, and she didn't do it.
Ah.
You gotta go potty. Go potty.
All right, so okay,
Pepperoni.
clear.
Go, Matthew.
Pizza man, pizza boy, whatever they call him. Okay, so here's what I just made up. Here's a game I just made up. This is just being silly. It's, a lot of these games I make up are just from being silly. There is a couple that I've gotten from like other game channels, but I've just like changed the title or changed how you play the games just because I don't want to rip somebody else's crap off. You know what I'm saying? But there's a lot of these I just make up. Now this one is who would win.
Okay.
Can you guys understand what this is going to be yet?
Yeah.
Who would win? So who would win in a fight to the death? Okay, we're going to take two characters
Okay.
and we're going to put them together. I want to know who do you think's going to win and why.
Okay.
All right, so the first one, Bebop and Rocksteady. Which one? Bebop or Rocksteady?
Who would win?
Who would win in the fight?
Rocksteady.
Rocksteady?
The reason Rocksteady won, he's smarter than the other dude.
Ah,
They're not the sharpest tools in the box, but he seems like he's smarter than Bebop.
yeah. That'd be my
Bebop
guess
seems
too,
more
yeah.
aloof and he's
Yeah, Bebop's more like the sidekick character to him.
Rhino
That's what it
pig.
seems like, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just charged.
Yeah, the Warhog, yeah.
Yeah.
He'd
So
be snoring.
see, that'd be my guess too. Yep. All right. What about here's one for you, Dave. I mean, you probably already know the answer to this. Who would win in the fight to death, Megatron or Optimus Prime?
Well, technically, I know in the movie Optimus dies, but he beat Megatron. Megatron died too, so I think Optimus over Megatron.
In a made-up world, who do you think would win?
I think Optimus.
Optimus Prime? Yeah,
Ultimately,
I
would
think
beat
so
him.
too. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Man, get out of there.
And with all honesty, if it wasn't for Hot Rod, he would have been in the movie. He wouldn't have gotten blown up the way he did.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Megatron.
I haven't watched any of them in so long. I don't even think I've watched any of the new ones yet.
Or Spark.
Any of the I've tried.
I'm talking about the original animated
okay,
movie
gotcha.
from '86, where everybody flipped out because they killed Optimus Prime and a bunch of other guys.
Gotcha. I was thinking
For
about the
toys.
movies. I haven't seen
That's a
all the
movie,
movies
yeah.
yet.
It's,
like,
it's
there's
still
a
better
couple.
than the live.
I can't keep
movies.
track. I can't keep track of them all.
It's still
so.
better than the live action movies.
Yeah.
The animation in that's awesome too.
Yeah.
Marvel did it.
Some of them I like, and some of them have been dumb. But
Yeah, the humor gets a little idiotic.
well, yeah. Some of the stuff they do is dumb, and then I can see like what they did with the Bumblebee one. Like I seen where
yeah,
they were
that
going
one.
with
That one I like a lot. Yeah, that one I like a lot better than the other ones. But
Yeah.
the
yeah.
Transformers 2, when that came out, that's like the low. I remember still that's the lowest rated movie that ever made over
Yeah, but
$500
here's the
million
thing,
dollars, and I almost walked out of
'Cause
that
I
movie.
think
I almost walked out of that movie.
I'm gonna have to watch it now, but I think that was one I liked. Because I know I liked the first one, but I think the second
pyramid,
one.
you know, they're in Egypt.
Oh yeah,
They're in Egypt.
because that was the one that was made by somebody else, or produced by somebody else.
Well, it's Michael Bay stuff still.
And was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I thought somebody else did it. But then they went back to the original guy, the third movie.
Michael Bay did them. And Shia LaBeouf was in that one.
Huh.
And it had still Megan Fox, and I still remember, what's his name, Totoro looking up. He's calling an airstrike, and Devastator's behind him climbing up the pyramid, and he has two wrecking balls
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, this humor and this stuff, and the two racist robots. I'm gonna call them that all the time
Yeah.
because the facial they made them like the two robot Autobots that talk like they try to overly racialize them.
Yeah.
And they talk a certain way, but they had big noses and buck teeth and all. Like these are, I call them back then racist robots because like your depiction of certain ethnic back, like and just the humor in that movie. I just compared to the first one, I actually almost walked out of that movie. I went to it with a couple of friends. I almost walked out. I wanted to walk out of that movie. The reason I did it is because they were sitting there, and I'm just like, It's just so and I'm a huge Transformer fan too. That's how much I despise that stuff.
You got the touch.
This one's
You
interesting.
got the power.
Sonic or Donkey Kong?
He's gonna win that fight to the death.
I told you this is just being silly.
Sonic.
This is just for being silly. You think so?
Sonic,
Yeah.
I'm trying to think, how would Donkey Kong, if he could, how would he actually win? Because the only thing he does is slap the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Sonic is just fast.
He throws. Yeah,
so
throws
Sonic
stuff,
can just
yeah.
keep smashing into
Yeah.
him, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything? I mean, well, depending on what version of Donkey Kong. If you're going with the
It could be
cartoon
50-50.
version that they did, remember the 3D animated one?
Yeah.
He was as dumb as a box of rocks in that one.
Mm-hmm. Well, if he throws a barrel,
The movie,
Sonic
he
Yeah,
was,
barrel, yeah.
yeah. So maybe that's what.
it depends on how the angle is.
Throw the barrel at Sonic and give him a concussion, I guess.
Well, I can't remember who does the YouTube channel, but they did they do video game based stuff, and they had one where they switched Mario and Sonic. So Mario was fighting Dr. Robotnik, and
Oh
then
my
Sonic
word!
was fighting Bowser.
Yeah.
And they both died.
Really?
The bosses killed him easily. Both bosses killed him easily.
Wow.
Yeah. What? This is your replacement? That this blew fast? Dr. Robotnik's mocking him, then Bowser. So, like, why is he? I would have, like, Bowser pretty much put his spikes into him, and Sonic got all impaled on him.
Yeah.
And he's just like, I would have to really rip on Dr. Robotnik about this. Like, he had such a hard time with this guy. It's like,
That's crazy.
But yeah, like Sonic.
Yeah, I guess we're gonna have to go with Sonic on that one. Because he could always turn into the ball, go fast, and knock him off a cliff or something too.
Mm-hmm.
He just got the upper hand.
You seen Sonic blast through walls for crying out loud.
Yeah, but you're gonna love this one. Captain Planet or Miss Frizzle from the Magic School Bus. Don't you remember Miss Frizzle? She's tricky.
Yeah.
She's tricky.
I'd say Miss
Captain-
Frizzle.
Captain Planet's
Other
too
than
much
elements,
of a good guy.
She's too smart.
You think so? So
Captain Planet's too much of a good guy to think he's gonna
Yeah.
kill anybody to the death. I don't think that's gonna happen.
you don't think so?
No, he's too much squeaky clean, Captain Planet. He ain't gonna do that.
But-
That's weird. How
And a
can you
slight
have them against
chance-
each other?
it-
How?
This is for funsies, and that slight chance that's
Captain Planet's gonna be too much of a nice guy. He's gonna be like, I'm gonna
He's-
save the environment, and then he
Then
gets
this-
toasted by whatever.
Yeah,
Miss
Miss
Frizzle will give
Frizzle.
him detention.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, she'll shrink down and then expand inside of him and pull him up.
Right.
I'm gonna help the environment,
So
Captain Planet.
I'm gonna
Then,
definitely go for Miss Frizzle on this
Yeah,
one.
it's not Captain Planet.
That's funny.
All right. Winnie the Pooh or Papa Smurf?
Papa Smurf all the way.
Two of the most loving
Papa
characters.
Smurf is small, but he's smart, and Winnie the Pooh's too focused on getting honey all the time. So
Exactly.
Winnie the Pooh's gonna lose.
Both two of the nicest characters you could ever
Yeah,
possibly
Papa
imagine.
Smurf, yeah, I don't know, Papa Smurf will win somehow.
Then Spot shows up with some 7-Up. Beats them
Papa
both.
Smurf will just call Gargamel.
Here's something for you to eat.
Yeah, exactly. It's a bear. You want some bear burgers?
Gummy bears?
All right, I know you guys are gonna love this one. Mario or Luigi?
Mario.
Mario. Unless Mario becomes a ghost or something, he sucks him up in that vacuum he's got right there. I don't think that's gonna happen. So
Yeah. From what I've heard
I
I know
lately
Luigi's
is
taller.
yeah. Well, from what I've heard lately is they've kind of been doing like the whole role switcheroo thing,
Mm-hmm.
like making Luigi kind of BA lately. With the newer games coming out, they made him more of a lead character, I guess you could say.
well, he's got his own
Like he
stuff,
stepped-
the Luigi
yeah, he
mansions
stepped
and all that stuff.
stepped
so,
up his game.
which are different games. I like those, but
Well, this is just for funsies. I just wanted to see.
Yeah, Mario.
That's to say.
I just wanted to see
it's
reactions.
funny.
the funny thing is, even the original game, the arcade game, that wasn't Super Mario Brothers yet, the platformer, it was just Mario Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
It is called Mario Brothers.
Yeah.
It's not called Luigi Brothers.
No.
Which one?
Any of them.
Yeah,
it's called
they all
Mario
start out.
Brothers.
Yeah.
Mario Brothers.
Yeah, because it's all about the brothers.
Yeah, it's
Yes,
but it's
exactly.
Mario
Brother. Yeah.
He's the original Jumpman.
here's the other one.
That
Who's-
can take down Donkey Kong. So
Yeah, but Luigi's not the only brother. Remember in the movie? So that itself could be a spin-off for another game down the road.
The long
Do you remember that in the new movie that came out? They talk about Luigi not being the only brother,
Mm-hmm.
the only Mario brother. Dun, dun, dun.
Is the costume yellow?
I don't know. They don't say.
no, Wario's not his brother. So
No, Wario isn't, unless he is, but
Wario and
he just
Luigi
turned
are-
bad.
Yeah, they're not brother. They're related to him.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, you got to watch the movie again, huh? Yeah, who's
Cliffhanger.
paying attention? Who isn't? Anyways, so we're gonna play this game here.
Awesome. Love games.
If I can find it. Okay. Is that the only one I did? Yeah, it's the only one I did. This is like that one I was talking about. What is that? The re one. But I changed the title to it. Smash it, save it, or refashion it.
Okay.
So you're either gonna get rid of it, keep it, or change it up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So the three titles are Tiny Toons. These are all NES games.
Okay.
Tiny Toons, Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers, or Darkwing Duck. Man, get out. So you're either gonna smash it, which destroys it forever, save it, or refashion it.
Ooh. Gotta think about this one.
Yeah, I didn't
No,
even.
no offense to the Tiny Toons, that's gonna go.
Right.
Chip
and Dale's Rescue Rangers, you can keep it the way it is, even though. But Darkwing Duck, I like them to do the DuckTales treatment that they did a few years ago, where they actually had the hand drawn animation and redo it with the voice actors.
Yep.
And
That
do
would
the
be
game like they
sweet.
did with DuckTales. I want them to do Darkwing Duck like that. Capcom to do that.
I agree totally.
The same exact.
Yeah.
Same
Yeah.
exact. Yeah, I'm
They have little
thinking
voice
this is-
actors in there, hand drawn animation, look like the cartoon.
Yeah, I'm gonna smash
Yeah.
Tiny Toons because I haven't played it yet, so I don't know what it's all about. Yeah, I'll save Chip and Dale's Rescue Rangers, keep it the way it is, just because I haven't beat it yet
Mm-hmm.
with Lily. And then
One gets
Darkwing
bugs
Duck,
and
I could definitely go for a remastered version of that.
Yeah, do the DuckTales treatment where it's animated.
Yep.
Animated like the hand drawn animation. It's gotta be hand drawn animation like the DuckTales game, and
Mm-hmm.
with the same voice actors.
Yeah.
I mean, Dizzy's fun in the Acme school, but yeah.
All right, so that's it for the podcast. Now we're gonna do the last segment where we get into a little bit of scripture here,
Okay.
discuss a little bit of cool stuff here. This one is, I have it titled Temptation. Another thing that we always go through. I forgot the Bible again upstairs. I should have got it when we took a break. So we have to go on our phones. I got several different verses here to look up. And I think I took screenshots of them to try to help save some time here. Maybe not. I got to figure out. The only problem is I don't have enough time to write everything out. Then I'm basically just like taking notes to try to get through it. I don't remember which one's first. I think I have to read this. So Jesus taught us in Matthew 6:13, "Do not lead us into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. Amen." In other words, we are asking God to protect us from situations that could lead us to sin, and to help resist the evil that tempts us. We will something forward if we persevere. We will. Oh my gosh, I gotta stop writing this stuff late at night. Anyways, so let's see. The first one, James 1:12. See if I have it written here. James 1:12. Blessed is the man that endureth temptation, for when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life which the Lord hath promised to them that love him. So we're not going to get out of it.
Mm-mm.
But according to Scripture, it says, "Blessed is the man that endureth it." So that means we got to get through it. We have to endure through temptation, and it says we're going to. Like if you look at that, it says we're going to. For when he's tried, he shall receive the crown of life. So, I mean, that's something to look forward to. If you do this, you're gonna get this in the long run. So then, so we will receive a reward if we persevere. So that's what that's I wrote that note down for James 1:12. We will receive a reward if we persevere. So that's basically what that means.
Mm-hmm.
The next one is Matthew 26:41. Where is it? There it is. Watch and pray. Oh, crap. No, come back here. Okay. Watch and pray that ye enter not into temptation. The spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak. So that's telling us right there that we can be tempted because our flesh is weak. And what we're to do is to watch and pray and just basically seek God. So it says, pray so we aren't tempted. So that's my notes for that.
Well, it's like what Paul says in Romans about the things I want to do, I don't do, and the things I do. What did I just say? The things I don't want to do, I do,
Yep.
and the things I
Yeah, the things I should do, I
yeah,
don't.
I
The things
you know,
that I
like
do, or the
yeah,
things I shouldn't.
that's what we're doing.
But
Like yeah, you might be
Christian
willing to
struggle.
do it, but your flesh is weak.
Or
Yeah.
the flesh
Like
is weak
you
and
got
desires.
that fight. You're fighting that.
Mhm.
And
Like
this
stuff I didn't even have a problem with. It's funny that stuff I didn't even have a problem with before I got saved.
Yeah.
The flesh all of a sudden afterwards, after you get saved, is like it's all of a sudden a fight. It's like, wait a
yeah,
minute, you did
yeah,
that,
from
like,
day one.
you did it like an after fight. It was like an afterthought. You did stuff. It's just then all of a sudden it's like, wait a minute, I want to live.
Mhm.
All right.
All right, next one, Hebrews 4:15. For we have not an high priest which cannot be touched with the feeling of our infirmities, but was in all points tempted like as we are, yet without sin. So Jesus was tempted too. I mean, that's important to remember.
Mhm.
And he persevered through it all. He didn't. And he was tempted, but he didn't do it.
Right.
So it's a good thing to try to keep remembering. You know,
Mhm.
that keep that focus on.
In all points, he was tempted like we are. But has overcome.
Yeah. Next one, 2 Timothy
Has overcome the world.
2:22.
Which one is that?
2 Timothy 2:22.
Hmm?
Flee also youthful lusts, but follow righteousness, faith, charity, peace with them that call on the Lord out of a pure heart.
Mm-hmm.
So with my notes I have, if all fails, flee. If all fails, get the crap out of
Like
Dodge.
Joseph didn't sit there and go, I'm strong enough to resist this. No, he left and showed his weakness. That's what the whole idea of him showing his nakedness. Hey, bye. Like, don't sit there and like think I can deal with it.
Right.
Yeah, sure you can.
Well, it's crazy because the world is full of sinful and unclean things to view or participate in. We have to recognize in the danger of lust.
Yeah.
Lust bringeth forth sin, and sin, when it's finished, bringeth forth death. There's a consequence. That we're
So guys,
again
we
flee.
are
Absolutely.
going to be tempted,
Mm-hmm.
but Scripture gives us a way to get through it, and then
And
we have
repent.
something to look forward to for doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And then we know that we're gonna fail, but Jesus didn't.
Mhm.
And if it all fails, get the crap out of Dodge. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. And that's knowing first, to do that. I'm gonna be the first to step out and say, have I been, made, the right choice in every circumstance? No. And as long as I got this stuff, I'm capable of not. But at the same time, it's focusing on God, remembering what He has done, and seeking Him, and living appropriately. And I'm trying to think in Galatians, I think it says, to know that walk in the Spirit, and you will not fulfill the lust of the flesh.
Yeah.
There's difference walking in the flesh, walking in the Spirit.
Yeah, we're supposed to try to do that as much as possible.
Now, and I know, and I'm thankful that, not saying that it gives reason to make a mistake, but I know that I am weak. But that doesn't just mean just to go do whatever I want. But if I know that we have a mediator with God,
Yeah.
high priest, our Lord Jesus Christ, that, that we are weak. But again, that I'm not trying to sugarcoat anything, but know that we make mistakes, repent, but also mature in faith and walk in the light as He is in the light.
Yeah. You have anything to add, Dave?
No, he covered.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
All right, well, I just want to thank you guys for your time. Thank you for coming out. We're going to get into some games here now. We're going to do some games.
Yeah. Dun, 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 dun.
But I just wanted to... I don't even know what I'm thinking now. Just want to thank you guys. If you guys need to get a hold of us for any reason, if you have any comments to leave, if you want us to play a certain game, if you want us to talk about something specific,
Ring ring.
we do have an email address now, gamechatandchill@yahoo.com. And I'm having brain fart. Don't forget, guys, just keep gaming.
It's coma time.
Time to get gaming. See ya.